Peace. Think fast. Want to speak on the ego from a parent's perspective, right quick, cause I've seen it. You know what I'm saying, within my own life. You know, with my mom, and I see it happen with people in general. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, because The Power of Now was one of them books that kind of, I know they have other books out there. It's one of the books that helped me kind of, where you could basically visualize the ego and map out the ego, where you could see the ego better, like where you could know, like, all right, this is the ego tripping out. You know, this is the pain body looking for, you know what I'm saying, for something to basically show it that it's detached from everything. You know what I'm saying? The ego looks to be for not only to play its part, but to be disconnected from everybody, as far as like to be separate. You know what I'm saying? The ego wants to be separate. You know what I'm saying? The ego don't want that God connection of sorts. But anyway, I want to speak on it in more of terms of identity. You know what I'm saying? But like parents, you know, dealing with indigo children and star seeds and all this. Matter of fact, if any of you parents happen to be watching, you know, but dealing, you know, with just children getting information in general, you know what I'm saying? And this, for matter of fact, and this for the youngsters right now too. It's a lesson to us, you know, to anybody, you know what I'm saying, to all people, parents now, people becoming parents, you know, simultaneously past and future and now, you know what I'm saying, which is really now. But you know, you wanna learn how to grow and maybe possibly become the student. You know what I'm saying? Where I see parents' ego, and say, for instance, this may not be your parents' real spirit, like feeling like uncomfortable with you teaching them. But like, say for instance, I saw that where, you know, people struggle, you know, older people may struggle. And matter of fact, it may not just be parents, just old people that's older than you struggle with getting, you know, taking knowledge from you, you know. Their identity as a parent and as a teacher is being killed by your learning and by your teaching. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand that. And that's the dynamic that's going on, you know. Like the ego, it sees itself as a person, you know what I'm saying? And as something that's like, no, you're not going to kill me, you know what I'm saying? So like if I go to start, you know, dropping some knowledge to a elder or to an older person, you know what I'm saying? And they always try to feel the need to ignore and add something on top that may not be, you know, profound, or to feel like, you know what I'm saying, like just try to find a way to still teach you, you know, even though there's no lessons that they could even really teach you at this point, like, you know what I'm saying, and it hurts, you know what I'm saying, for them, or it hurts their ego, you know what I'm saying, or really it kills their ego, you know what I'm saying, because now they could no longer be, you know, the ego could no longer be that teacher parent. That's why you gotta get closer to spirit as a parent and realize, man, you about to be having indigos and star seeds, man. Your little 5-year-old kid gonna have more knowledge than you had at, you know, at 15. You know what I'm saying? That's just the reality of the situation. You know what I'm saying? And you shouldn't let your ego get in the way of impeding your kid's growth, or you know what I'm saying, like, or just impeding that relationship in general, because you're stuck on that, oh, I'm supposed to be the parent, I'm supposed to teach everything, I can't turn into the student, I gotta, you know what I'm saying, like, nah, you gonna like, it's gonna inevitably happen. I mean, just look at the situation of being a baby and turn back into one where, you know, the child that you had ended up taking care of you like a child, you know what I'm saying? And that same instance, like, you know what I'm saying, well, like with me, I have all these books and all this knowledge and this and that, but it's just that parent elder aspect that still be like, well, nah, you know, even though I don't have all these books and I don't do all this reading, you know, and be real with you too, that's the old school mind frame that was built on parenting. Like, well, you just gotta do what I say just cause I say do it, you gotta do it. Cause my mama taught me the way to do this, you gotta do it. Cause my parents killed my dreams, I gotta kill your dreams. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, you know that you gotta stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? like I say to all parents, you know what I'm saying, you got to get out of your ego. You know, you can't impede your kid's progress because matter of fact, or be scared to have a conversation with your kid, or become, matter of fact, I'll be real, like it become disgruntled, like, but this and that and it, you know what I'm saying, like, because the ego of parenting is losing this identity when you dropping that knowledge, when you showing proof with books and all this, you know what I'm saying? When you telling them that Jesus don't exist, and and I could show you the stories, and then I could show you that the Bible is not older than 2,000 years old, and I could show you that this wasn't in y'all books and this and that, you killing their ego, you know what I'm saying? And which in some cases I kind of, it all depends, because the spirit in me let me know where I need to go with it. The spirit might be saying, hey, crush their ego. Like, hit them with that information, and my ego be like, nah, they find some type of grace or something in this information. Let them learn it a little slower. You know what I'm saying? So I back off of it. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing, them parents, that's the parent's ego. Like, and that's the thing, I always stress this, where a parent or somebody older got books of information in classrooms. I always refer to the teachers, you know what I'm saying, where they refer to these books and they tell a student, hey, this is real. Look, I'm writing this on the board. You listen to this and learn what I'm telling you, because somebody taught me that everything in this book is real and you should learn it too. But when you bring that same aspect upon that parent or elder person, they can't deal with it. When I show them that, hey, your Bible and Quran is like, just was recently written, and that a lot of this is a control system. And hey, look, they have water erosion on the Sphinx from carbon dating. Hey, look, carbon dating is real. It's the same science that they taught us in school that you forced upon, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, Jesus, the letter J didn't exist when Jesus was on earth, and it's the story of Horus and his left eye being you know what I'm saying? And then they don't want to take that information. You have the proof. I could pull out the book of the flower life. I could pull out astrology and show them the tendencies that they have in this month. And it really happened without them knowing of astrology, and they still don't want to, go with it, you know what I'm saying? Because that's their ego fighting it, you know what I'm saying? It's fighting not even just the parent ego, the ego fighting growth, you know what I'm saying, spiritually, because the ego don't like change, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, the ego is heavy in Opelousas in my old town, because that, my town don't like change, you know what I'm saying? It's been the same, the population probably still 17,000 from when I left, because we all leave for the most part, or like this. And not saying that people stay is not trying to be progressive, but for the most part, it's nothing progressive in our city. So, if you want something that's progressive, you gotta leave, you know what I'm saying? But that's that ego, scared of change, you know what I'm saying? It's that parent mind frame of that, no, I taught you, and is an egotistical parent mind frame where I taught you, and this and that, you always gotta listen to me now. No matter if I'm wrong, you still have to listen to me. It's like, nah. Now when I got this book and scientific proof that you're not bringing to the table to disprove me. I'm disproving you by facts of knowledge that I read, that I experience. I've been on DMT trips. I've took these shrooms and stuff that you're scared of. You know what I'm saying? So I could speak on it. Where's your research? Where's your knowledge? And I talked to my mom about this. Where I said, Mom, y'all generation probably suffer from y'all probably had the most lack of knowledge out of most generations, you know what I'm saying? Because they were in the midst of, of that racism, of the brainwashing, the control with the Roman Catholic Church. Like, they were heavy in the game, when they were, you know what I'm saying? Like, the matter of fact, the little hippie situated, that vibration with the 70s, you know what I'm saying? The 60s with that little movement was trying to say their ass a little, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how control shit was, you know what I'm saying? That's why you have so many people flipped out from that generation too, because they wasn't allowed to be themselves, you know what I'm saying? Well, that's where you get the elder, like where you see like most of the people messed up or maybe on drugs or this and that is from that era, you know what I'm saying? Because they wasn't allowed to be themselves, so it messed them up in the head, heavy, you know what I'm saying? That's why you don't see a lot of crackheads and junkies coming from our generation, you know what I'm saying? Because we were allowed to be ourselves a little more, You know what I'm saying? Pay attention. And see that information I just dropped on you? There ain't no demographic I got from no book or nothing. I visually observe, you know what I'm saying? The essence of source that's within is always just, I could just pick up on this and see this. Like I see that, you know, like where I went to school and maybe like, you know, only one out of so many people may end up like that. But then I look at my mom's generation and they just got a slew of classmates that's just on the street, you know, smoking, doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a generational thing also, you know what I'm saying? Because they had that lack of information. But parents, message to all, man, y'all gotta grow. You know, you're a detriment to yourself and others. You know what I'm saying? Cause I mean, in all honesty, just like too, the consciousness, like, well, as above, so below. You know what I'm saying? With the new consciousness, you know, things, that vibrations and information that's coming through, you know, the old stuff die off. You know, the old thought forms die off. You know, that started from above. But then, you know, when you get on the physical, that mean as the new things manifest physically, the older things die off, you know what I'm saying? So just the reality, and when I say die, you know, transition, whatever, but matter of fact though, but you don't want to be transitioning, not knowing what's really going on. You know, that's a bad place to be, you know, but peace. I'm ending on that note, you know, just parents, y'all gotta evolve, man, evolve, or, you know, we'll keep going without you, you know. But peace and blessings, man. Peace and blessings. Now is the vibrate. Not too far in the future. Not too far in the past. Right now. Peace.